I'm super lean, and I'm on stage, and in my mind, this is what I'm saying to myself. My abs aren't cut enough. My legs are way too big. My shoulders aren't round. I'm like literally picking myself apart, and I'm in the best shape of my life. My mindset was in a place of just self-loathing, and I was so disappointed. I thought, okay, once I get to this place, then I'll be happy. Once I get lean and go on stage and prove to everybody and prove to myself that I can do this, then I'll be happy. So there I am, perfect body, and I'm just beating and picking myself apart. And I gained all the weight back in like 2 months. All of it. Maybe like give or take 5 pounds. I gained all the way back. So the binging and the purging, like I thought, okay, once I'm like have a perfect body, I won't like throw up anymore. I'll be fine. Yeah, no, that didn't work. I thought the competition would help me get over that. And I thought, once I have this perfect body, then I'll be happy. So the lesson here is that you have to be happy and accepting of yourself now, whatever your body looks like. So at that point in my journey, I was still completely isolated. No one knew that I had these horrible self-image struggles. They're looking at me. I'm doing this competition like, oh my God, she's awesome. And inside, I'm still just like tearing myself apart. So I want to kind of go on to the next section of my journey is when, through all this, then I'm married now, and the next part that was super valuable to my journey was getting pregnant, or trying to get pregnant. Some of you guys know, some of you guys don't know. My husband and I were super excited to start trying to get pregnant. We tried for a year, and every month taking the pregnancy test, super disappointed, every single month. It was heartbreaking. So we finally went to the doctor. Long story short, we found out our chances of getting pregnant were less than 1%. Like, our doctor was like, yeah, it could happen naturally, but, it might take 8 to 10 years, and your chances are about less than 1%. We were devastated, obviously, but we just kept moving forward. No, I didn't tell anyone about this, right? Like, my image, I still have to look perfect, and da-da-da. Like, my best friends and, like, my close family knew, but that's it. So then we started the in vitro fertilization process. And if you have more questions about this, I'm not going to go into details, but you can message me if you have questions about that. But through those trials and hardships of that journey, I'm getting pregnant. Like, we had twins. We had a little boy and a little girl, and our little boy didn't make it. And I think that was the point that was like, I was broken. I was like, I cannot keep this in any longer. And I started blogging. It was so isolating that I felt like I had to get it out. So I started blogging, and sharing, and finally I started sharing my blogs on my Facebook. And that's when the magic happened. People by the dozen started commenting and reaching out to me. And what really kept me going was the people that told me, thank you. Thank you for sharing your story, because I was too afraid to. I was their voice for a lot of people that were struggling with infertility. And why this is important to my journey is just because I was being vulnerable with this area of my life, but I was still hiding all this other stuff, right? Like, I was still not sharing. And so that struggle with infertility led me to start being more vulnerable with my self-love journey and my eating disorder. So, crazy story with the pregnancy, right? My challenges with eating and binging and purging totally went away when I got pregnant. I was no longer obsessed with a scale or being on a diet. Like, my life was suddenly not about me anymore, and I felt freedom that I hadn't felt in so long. I just ate and lived my life, and it inspired me because I was like, wow, like, what have I been doing to myself the past 10 years? Literally 10 years since I was 16, I've been on some sort of diet or cleanse or something. Literally, even like the month up to our in vitro, I was doing some sort of fertility cleanse. Like, I didn't know how to live without being on a diet or just trying to lose that 10 pounds. So, the pregnancy was great. Everything was happy. I didn't even think about food. I just ate when I wanted, whatever. I had the baby. Everything was great. And then I was like, okay, I got to get back into I got to get my pre-baby body back. Right when I started that, right when I thought about, I need to go on a diet, everything came back. My self-hatred, my eating issues, my binging. I wasn't purging anymore, but my binging came back because all of a sudden I was restricting and putting myself on a diet. Like, I have to be this perfect mom with this perfect body right after the baby. So I had to do something super radical. No more diets. Like, this was a whole new thing for me, you guys. I've not been on a diet. I literally can't even remember the last time. It was like when I was 16. And so through this no diet phase, right? This is what I want to share with you guys. Through this no diet phase, I've really learned to appreciate my journey. And this is where I want you guys to kind of think about that too, like appreciating your journey for where you're at right now. Think of any challenges you're facing right now, even if it's not with diet or exercise, but it's like a rite of passage, right? Like, I had to go through these eating challenges and this whole huge crazy cycle. Like, that was part of my journey, and it made me who I am today. But instead of hating yourself through the journey, love yourself through the journey. You know, it's okay to want to be your best self and lose weight. That's totally fine. But if you're going to lose the weight anyway, you might as well love and appreciate your body and appreciate your journey and look for the lessons that you're supposed to be learning instead of hating yourself through it. So each stage of your journey is right where you're supposed to be. That's something I tell myself every day. I am right where I'm supposed to be. Even if it's a shitty place, I'm right where I'm supposed to be. There's nothing to fix or change, just embrace. I'm almost done, guys, I promise. So let's take an honest look at where we've been at war with our bodies. How many of you guys have tried to lose weight? Probably everyone on this, because probably just everyone, right? So usually there's fear behind it, right? Like, oh my God, if I don't lose the weight, like, they're not going to love me. I'm going to be judged. Go deeper, right? Like, for me, it was like, I'm not lovable if I'm not thin. Weight loss strategies driven by fear can only fail. So even if you do lose weight through fear and self-judgment, you're going to still be living in fear and self-judgment when you do lose the weight. Think about me. When I lost the 30 pounds for my bikini competition, like, in my head, I was still not lean enough because I didn't love myself before. So why is losing 30 pounds going to make a difference? It's not. If you don't love yourself right now, losing the weight is not going to do anything for you. So before you lose anything, you need to find it within yourself. If you want to lose weight, you've got to own it. You got to accept it, and you have to accept yourself. So stop being a slave to the weight loss system. It's time to act like a queen. I love that. It's time to act like a queen. If you're a dude, it's time to act like a king. All right? But I'm guaranteed there's probably not many dudes watching this right now. So trust in your journey. Trust that it's giving you lessons that you need to learn. Forgive yourself and see the issues that you're going through with your weight or your body image or whatever it is as a blessing. I know it seems weird, but you're supposed to be going through this right now. It's not about how you look, right? It's about how you love. So think about some of these things you're going through as a lesson, as an important life lesson that you're supposed to be learning. So I wish I would have known that when I was training for this bikini competition. But here's the thing, I realized that experience with depression and anxiety and the bikini competition and the binging and the purging and the infertility, all of those things I was supposed to go through. And I know it doesn't seem fair. Life's not fair. But how can you look at those experiences in your life and grow from them and learn the lesson that you're supposed to learn? So I needed to go through that to get to where I am. So I want you to think about your life. What are you going through right now, and what's the lesson? What can you grow from? So I want you to take time to reflect, and I encourage you to find love and compassion and befriend your body and befriend your journey. So start asking yourself every day, how do I need to nourish myself so that I can feel love, light, and I can feel and act like a queen? I know it sounds kind of corny, but really. So I want you guys to start taking the steps to make peace with your body. And the first thing is going to be accepting yourself for who you are. And if there's anything that I share that you feel like other people could help you with, that you think this could help others, please share this, or please send them my way. Like, this is my heart, this is my passion. And I really hope that this made a difference for some of you guys. So if you have more questions about what I do as a coach, and this is my heart, this is what I help people with, just reach out to me, please. And I can, whatever you can. So I'm going to stop here because it's been quite a long ways, but I am going to read through some comments. So if you guys have more questions or comments, post them below and I'll come back and I'll check this out. So, okay, I'm just looking for any questions. Oh, thank you guys. Hey guys. Hey Alyssa, Brandy, Mariah, Katie, Emily, Courtney, Kelsey, Chelsea, Nichelle. Hey guys. I'm not going to keep going because that would be annoying. Thanks, Alicia. I appreciate your vulnerability and honesty. Thank you so much for hopping on. So, thank you guys. Does anyone have any questions while I'm on live? It could be about anything, any part of my journey, or just randomly, totally random question. Thanks, Courtney. Thanks, Kelsey. I miss you. Hey, Denise. So I'm going to hop off so that this doesn't keep going on forever. Hey, Amelia. So thank you guys so much for just listening. And if you watched the whole thing, heck yeah, thank you. It really means a lot. This was kind of practice for me sharing and just being live and like sharing this to get it out, right? And there's power in sharing. So thank you guys for watching. And if you have more questions, post them here or shoot me a private message, okay? And we'll chat. So, all right. Thanks, guys. Have a great night. Thanks, Bess. You're awesome. I saw your hearts. I loved it. Okay, I'm getting off now. Bye.